Hello and welcome back to a new YouTube video. In this video you will see us climb up the mountain Blencathra, which is in the Lake District. Now, we chose to climb up this mountain to comply with social distancing guidelines. We would have loved to climb up one of the main mountains in the Lake District, such as Starfell Pike or Helvellyn, but we just thought they'd be too touristy and we have to comply with the guidelines. We also didn't want to do a walk around Ambleside and Windermere because they are like the really touristy towns of the Lake District. So we thought if we go to the northernmost part of it and climb one of the northernmost mountains in the Lake District, we would see fewer people. In my life, we have been to the Lake District a lot of times. I'd say we go once or twice every year, but I haven't made that many videos on the Lake District compared to the amount of times we've been there, just because it's a bit too normal. It's become a bit too normal going there, and the videos I record are normally when I go abroad and do something we don't do as regularly. But saying that, I have actually vlogged myself going up Blencathra before. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you some very short clips from this video now.
Just having a little rest whilst we're alone in the wilderness. There's literally nobody here apart from us, and this is really hard work. It's really steep. So as a result of that, I've took my hat off. I'm just too warm. Guys, look behind us. We found snow! Yay! We have actually found some snow, and we're probably about halfway up, I would guess. So windy. Look, we have officially found some real snow there. But I'll even pick it up. It's real snow. It's real. You've seen that, guys. Look, we're going to walk down there where other people are walking. But look down there. Look how steep that drop is. Sorry, but I'm wearing gloves. I can't zoom in. But look at that. We've got to walk down there. It will be so scary.
Right, so we have just parked our car here, which is the village of Factfile.
Workout pause.
We're going to go up to the mountains up there. So for probably about the first 45 minutes of the walk, we got very good views and I took some good videos and photos. Luckily on this mountain, the climb was not too steep and it was relatively easy reading a map because there were only like 2 possible routes you could go up. But as you can see, it's quite misty. Right, so we've not gone very far, and as you can see, we're basically almost into the clouds, and it's very windy, so fingers crossed this is still possible. Morning. I'd say we are about 500 metres up this mountain, and considering it's 868 metres, and then the wind picked up, and the grip I had on my phone was beginning to loosen. Just reached the top, it's that there, and we are absolutely certain that that is the top because we have looked on Google. So now we are coming down. So I'd say as we were going down, we spent less time in mist as we were going up, meaning the weather was starting to get better in the afternoon. And then we walked along this path that was fairly flat for the remainder of the walk after we had got down to pretty much ground level. And you had this really nice view of the valley on one side, and there are some very nice photos here which I took of that valley, and it was sort of nice to be walking on flat with really nice views around you. So here is a waterfall we saw, and we had to climb over to get past as well. Right, so for those of you who care about our route, this is where we parked here in the village of Fforest. We walked up here, we actually went up this path here. We missed this orange line, so we walked round here. And then we walked up to the top here. Then we were going to go down here and maybe add on this extension. But in the mist, you couldn't really see. So we ended up taking this path down. And then we walked at a low level all the way back down to here. I should have pointed to the map with like a flower, because that's what they tell you to do in Scouts and Explorers. So I'm sorry for not doing it the professional way.